All right, guys, another tech tip for you. You know, the reason why I make these little tech tip videos is because this industry is really tough to learn what you need to learn. It's one of the real problems with this industry. You know, you get 2 weeks of training with a guy, by your side, then they throw you out there on your own. You don't really know what you're doing, but you got to figure it out. And the crazy thing is you don't know what you don't know either. And a funny story is, myself, I was in the industry for 4 years before I realized that purple primer was for the builders. Because when those code inspectors come by and they inspect the work, they want to see that purple primer, make sure that there was primer being used. But just regular service techs, repair techs like myself, you don't have to use purple primer. But I used purple primer for 4 years just because I didn't know any better. Nobody taught me, just figuring it out on my own. So I make these videos trying to share the knowledge. So you can just tune in real quick to these videos and pick up some little gems. And I actually have my new tech hires watch these. I have them watch one a day, and then later on, when they're you don't want to binge watch them, because at least an employee of my company, they can usually only handle so much at one time, and if you have them watch 30 videos, they're not really going to get all that much out of it. So I do one a day, and I'll even ask them questions on it. Just kind of keeps them on their toes. They know I might quiz them a little bit, so they got to pay attention. And then I might have them rewatch all the videos again, a year from now, because they're at a different level and they're ready to accept more information. Anyways, I let that car go by. But here's a little tech tip for you. I'm gonna turn the video around. Okay, you can see this pool. It's a pretty new start. You can see how cloudy it is. Now, this pool's not green by any means. Color's good, but it's a cloudy son of a gun. And usually when you see a pool that's cloudy, you've got a filter problem. There's going to be a hole in the filter. And if you got a hole in the filter, when that pump is pumping water through, all that water is going to try to find the area of least resistance. And the area of least resistance is that hole. And so you're going to have dirt blowing through that hole, you're going to have algae blowing through that hole, and what you're going to end up with is this, a cloudy pool. So how do you do a quick check and test for a hole in the filter? You don't even have to take that filter apart. You see this little scoop in my hand? So just get yourself 1 scoop of Cal Hypo. See if I can do this one-handed. Try not to spill it. All right, got a little scoop there. And make sure your suction ports over there are set so that there's suction coming from the skimmer. You can see the little debris movement. The skimmer suction is fine. So I'm gonna pour it in, and then we're gonna go look at the returns and see what comes out. Now, if that filter's in good shape, all you'll see is just a little haziness. But if there's a hole in the filter, you'll see those white chunks of Cal Hypo coming out. Here it comes. See all those white chunks blowing out? If those little white chunks are getting through, there's a hole in the filter. So this pool, I know for sure something's going on with that filter. And I'm gonna have to talk to the customer, let them know, hey, your pool's cloudy because there's a hole in the filter. We have to do some repairs. But this is a new startup for us, and a lot of times when you get new customers, they don't even know they have problems. But anyways, just a quick tip for you. See a cloudy pool, now you know what to do. One thing you guys can do to help compensate for that is turning the pump runtime up longer. So this pump was running 8 hours a day, and I just bumped it up to 14 hours a day. And that's not really a long-term solution, and it's, you know, not really the correct way to fix it. But when it starts getting hot, you know, it's just gonna basically be a little insurance policy. But really, this customer needs to fix the problem, which is the filter. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Talk to you later.